If you ask him, Domino's pizza is what high school tastes like, and it hasn't changed since 1988. In this episode, we recall our favorite restaurants from days of yore: Pizza Hut, Red Lobster, and Benihana. Shout out to Short Hills. Plus, Kim loses her shit when her friends take Terri's car for a joyride. Lori eats raw garlic to ward off pests, and Terri tries to ward off boys. Then we play a little Would You Rather, which is right around when Terri's Gummy kicks in. Welcome to Generation Artax.
Are you ready for us? All right. Come on, Kim. I'm interviewing you, Lori. Everybody knows I am the star of this show. Have we see?
Hello, welcome to Generation Artax. I'm Terri, and I had an edible not that long ago, but not long enough ago. So I think I'll be really revving up at the end of the hour.
I'm Kim, and I ate Domino's today, and that to me is what high school tastes like. So my taste buds are in the zone right now for the podcast.
Nacho or Cool Ranch?
Domino's.
What? Wait, did you say Domino's or Doritos?
She said Domino's pizza.
Oh, I thought she said Doritos.
I was like, does Domino's come with flavors?
Like Cool Ranch Domino's pizza?
First of all, Cool Ranch pizza sounds amazing. Will someone invent Cool
I was
Ranch
like, why?
pizza? There was this long pause. Kim and I look at each other like,
I was like, why is it so weird? Is it not called nacho?
she definitely said Domino's, but I could see the confusion.
Also, that's really weird because Domino's pizza now I don't think is the same as it was back then.
It is exactly the same.
Precisely the same.
It is precisely the same. You didn't say your name and what your deal is.
I know. I was still commenting on Kim's
go ahead.
comment. Okay. Hi, I'm Lori. I didn't think in advance.
You can say you believe that Domino's pizza.
I believe that Domino's pizza has changed.
That's totally made up. Like the sauce is exact.
It's exact.
Can we just
That's
take
why.
a pizza moment?
I feel like it's floppier now, and that's a good thing.
Well, they have all different kinds of crust.
They have a gluten-free crust, which is the best one I've had. It is banging. That gluten-free crust. Yes, Domino's. Big fan of that. I mean, I don't do it a lot because I also don't like cheese and I can't eat bread. So my pizza is a spoonful of tomato sauce. Just kidding. It's gluten-free pie, with tomato sauce and then maybe pepperoni. It's basically kind of a sandwich.
Well, I'm going to give you a little Domino's life hack.
Okay.
They have a new in the last few years, their personal pan pizza. And it is, I think, the exact recipe from 1980s Pizza Hut.
Really?
Their pan pizza, it's like in a buttered pan, and it's different than the regular hand tossed. And it is the exact taste of Pizza Hut, which reminds me of when we used to go rent skis and ski equipment because there was a ski barn near the Pizza Hut, and that's where we would go after we would get our ski stuff.
The Pizza Hut I remember was in
Caldwell.
the building right next to TCBY.
Yes, there was also that one, but that one came later.
That's the only one I remember.
The ski place was not in our town. It was like somewhere
Exactly.
else. Yeah. I was just going to say pizza because back in the days when I ate bread, I can taste it right now when you could get the breadsticks with the marinara. Wasn't that Pizza Hut? The breadsticks?
Yes, but Kenzie got today and always gets from Domino's the cheesy bread, which is similar.
That's new,
Delicious.
though. And I wouldn't eat that. I just remember the precise crispiness and doughiness of the bread stick, which was like eating just the crust and dipping it in the sauce. God, that was so good.
Well, we're sponsored by Domino's, so let's not talk about
And Pizza Hut.
Imagine.
It was weird. It was weird to have both of them sponsored the same episode, but we wanted to be fair.
You can both pay us millions of dollars. It's fine.
This segment brought to you by Domino's Pizza. We haven't changed since 1988.
Were there other pizza I don't even know. Oh, what other pizza options were
We
there?
had
Caesar?
Roseland Pizza.
Okay.
There had to be something else.
Little Caesar.
No, we
Pizza,
didn't have that back then. We didn't have that back then. In New Jersey?
We just didn't get it, but we had it.
Maybe. I don't know. I've never been.
I haven't either. I don't remember it. That plaza across the street had Red Lobster.
Yes. In Caldwell, New Jersey? For all you Caldwell people out there. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, there was a Red Lobster. That wasn't the one we went to. We went to a Red Lobster out on Route 10.
Yes.
Listen, every year they said, Terry, it's your birthday. Where do you want to go? And I said, I want to go fancy. I want to go to Red Lobster.
No way.
Yep.
That's what I don't have no memory of that.
You were very little, and I don't know that you came, but I could get shrimp cocktail and I could get lobster because I had sophisticated taste. I had sophisticated taste back in the day.
Well, I wanted to go somewhere fancy on my birthdays, and that was Benihana.
Yeah, that is super fancy.
That is fancy.
Benihana's the best. It just would ruin your clothes. Ruin.
I didn't care about my clothes.
You could not wear them somewhere else. You could not wear the clothes somewhere else. If you go to Benihana, or someone goes to Benihana and then comes to your house for a party, they stink up the joint. It's very strong.
When we were kids, no way we were thinking about that.
I was. I cared about how I smelled all the time. I still do.
You go home and you go to bed after Benihana. No one's doing anything after Benihana.
Listen, I had a life.
I fucking loved that place. Even if there was a line, which there always was, then you can just sit there and look at all the pictures of Benihana with all the different celebrities on the walls. And it would be so fun. You just like walk around, and then the bathroom had that whole like lounge area before the toilets with like seats and all the lights, which is crazy.
And it felt very luxurious.
It was the energy there. It was always like full and popping, and you could hear so many sounds because everyone's cooking at the tables and yelling and cheering. It was so fun.
Short Hills, and it is still there. It looks like they totally redecorated it.
I think we need to, at some point, we need to make
I don't know. I like that.
Make a trip
they
there.
Redecorated it.
Katie and I used to go there for our long lunches in high school senior year. When
you must have stank up your English lit class when you got
No, they didn't do hibachi during lunch. So
they didn't.
That is not true. No, we had our favorite chefs and everything.
Really?
Oh, I don't remember that.
See, you normalize it. Going there all the time made it less special. I liked it when it was more special when we were young.
I didn't like. We also did that, and I didn't like it because it was quiet and bright, and I didn't like the natural sunlight coming in. I was like, no.
It's a night. Listen, Benihana was built for the night.
Yeah, it was
built for the night. I loved because I'd be swilling Shirley Temples, multiple maraschinos in there.
Still do.
I do love it, but here's the thing: is I remember going to the bathroom a lot there. Because
it was so cool.
Nope. Because I was gluten intolerant and no one knew it because it was the 80s. So eating all of that soy sauce, I'd be like, excuse me.
Yeah. You had to.
It was not great.
Expel the demons.
Yeah, it was really bad. I can taste the broth with the porcelain spoon.
The spoon that where it could go down the back of the spoon.
Yep.
Oh, I loved that.
But they still have, I mean, we all just went to a Japanese steakhouse this summer.
It's not the same. They give you a cheap plastic spoon. They used to be heavy, like ceramic.
Weighted. Yeah.
Yeah. And the scallions and the whole thing. I loved it so much.
That ginger dressing, which you can get now.
Oh, yes, ginger dressing. That was good.
Oh, I could drink that.
We would leave there. It must have been so bloated. Like, can you imagine how much salt, how many milligrams of sodium?
No, when you're young like that, it just goes right through.
You don't get bloated when you're young.
I did. Yeah. I was gluten intolerant.
All right. I'm going to read something from high school since we're in high school mode. March 30th, 1992. I was a sophomore and I was 15. I was young for my grade. I did not have my permit. Obviously didn't have my license, but some of my friends had their permits. Okay. Mm-hmm. This weekend, there was a dance show at Boston College that Terri was in, so mom and dad went, okay? So I'm home with Lori. Lori and I stayed at our friends overnight, but Friday and Saturday nights, I had people over, like before we went to sleep over at our friend's house.
You threw a party.
Well, it wasn't a ton of people.
I thought we always went to Terry's shows.
No, I didn't go to this one. I think you would have come. Okay.
No, I didn't go to this one. I was having parties. Friday, Justin, Beth, Giovanni, Jay, and Laura were over. Saturday, only Beth, Justin, Allie, and Todd were here. Okay, so I had 4 friends over. Well, Justin was the one I was dating. Well, kind of kiddingly, Allie and Todd asked me if they could take Terry's car out that you couldn't bring to school. So it was just sitting in the driveway. And I said, definitely not.
Thank you.
I was a rule follower. I was like, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
How dare they?
Wait,
My
I
Nissan
remember
Maxima,
this.
my 1986 Nissan.
Yes.
With the
Maxima.
code to open
With
the
the
door.
the code to open the door was C11572.
It was white with periwinkle bluish seats.
I can type it in my head, like I can feel it. And it had blue
Wow.
plush seats. It was white and it talked. It was the only car anyone had that was like, door, it would be like, door is ajar. Fuel level is low. And I was like, it's like Kit from Knight
Totally
Rider.
Kit. It's totally Knight Rider.
Kit. Yeah, anyway, I
Yeah.
love that
It was
car.
as
They
close
were
as
going to
we
go
could
take
get.
it out. What were they going to do? You guys didn't have licenses?
Hold on a second.
I remember this.
Well, an hour or two later, Justin and I were fighting in my room, as we tended to do. All of a sudden, Lori goes storming down the hall, cursing and whatever. Lori's like, we
How old
asked
is
her
Lori
what
now?
was wrong.
She's
Wait,
like six-
wait. This is
Seventh grade?
93?
92.
I was 15. So, Lori, you were 12.
What is
I
she
was in-
cursing about?
I was in 10th grade. Lori was then in
Okay.
7th grade. We asked her what was wrong, and she said, quote, they took Terry's car. At first, I didn't believe it. I
what?
was like, no, it was probably Todd's car. He said he was going to go get it from his house. He also didn't have a
Gaslighting.
license. He was going to walk 3 blocks to his house and go grab his dad's car.
Oh my God.
Lori told us otherwise. I was absolutely fuming. Me and Justin ran outside. Allie and Todd had taken turns driving around the block. They were going pretty fast too. I was beyond mad. They came inside and I went crazy. Seriously, I beat up
remember that.
Allie and hit Todd and kicked him a lot in the
What?
laundry room, yelling the whole time.
I remember. She
Then I
like,
went
she
upstairs.
She went ham. She went ham on them.
I actually don't remember that. Then I went upstairs to Terry's room and cried. I was like rage crying. Beth ran up and hugged me, apologizing. I barely spoke. Justin came in and Beth left. Justin sat on the bed and gave me a huge long hug as I cried into his shoulder. I guess we're not fighting anymore. He kept telling me it was okay, and I was completely right to be that mad. He kept hugging me and I felt totally better. I love him. Well, things are okay between me and Allie now, and Todd kind of. I'm still really mad at him because he seemed to have bullied his way through the rest of the night, barely talking and only saying he felt like crap, etc. I don't know what that means. Justin said he went to school today and Todd bragged to people about how fast he drove and stuff.
I didn't know that.
Not
cool.
okay.
He had race car fantasies, so I think he race car whipped your car around the block with Allie, and they were joyriding.
Oh my
What
God.
would have happened if he hit
Yeah.
someone?
Yeah.
Hit someone's dog? Hit another car? He would have been
Betrayal. I was so mad.
And wait, so then how did that get fixed? That rift?
I don't know.
Oh,
I
just probably
just
Were they
passed.
sorry?
We were 15.
Were they sorry or no? Because I'm gonna.
I can.
Well,
I
yeah.
don't know. I can picture Allie kind of laughing but apologizing, oh, she's really mad, But I was furious.
I mean, you could kill someone. Kill yourself.
I feel like this is not the most reliable memory, but as soon as you started the story, I was like, oh, I remember this. You were uncharacteristically batshit crazy.
Because that's not you. That's not you. You don't.
No,
Right.
I've never
and
laid
that
hands on anyone.
And that was jarring to everybody. So they weren't like,
That even becomes more scary.
Yeah, they were like, holy shit. They had no idea that it was going to have that reaction. So
what do you think was the cause of that real freak out on your part? Is it fearing for their safety? Is it, hey, I told you not to? I mean, friends kind of push each other.
They asked me, and I said, absolutely not. That kind of thing, breaking
you're not supposed
rules,
to do that.
breaking rules to that level, when it was if they were to drive their own parents' car, I'd be like, you really shouldn't do that. But when I said no and it was your car, I was like, what are you doing? And And then they're tearing it around the neighborhood. I don't know. I just was so angry. I was
I wonder
so angry.
what would have happened if they didn't ask and the car just was gone. Like, Lori, how did you know the car was gone?
I don't remember.
Okay. Because I'm just saying, if they took it and they didn't ask you, you'd still be mad.
Yeah.
But the betrayal part isn't as sharp.
Yes. Like,
know
they
what I mean? So
knew
that's the
I was
part.
like, absolutely not. And then they did it. And I was, it was
Wow.
just,
Not
I
okay.
was
Well,
in a rage.
I will speak to Ellie about that. That is not okay. This many years
Should.
later, I am livid that she risked people's lives and my Nissan. She will be
Yeah.
hearing from
Your
me.
beloved Nissan.
I loved
Yeah.
it. In fact, when I had to trade, it was time to trade in, and I didn't have that car anymore. As I pulled away, Dad was always taking us on the car errand, and he dropped off the car, and I got into my new car. Dad took me to get the new car. I believe it was a Subaru Outback Impreza. But no, I'm not gay. I'm not gay as fuck. Driving a Subaru.
I didn't know we had a Subaru.
No, it was my car.
We had 2 Subarus. We had a
It's my car.
Legacy first, and then an Outback later, and that was when I was in college. So I don't think that
No,
you
this was
had
my
an Outback.
car. I was in my 20s, and I came home to do this whole switcheroo,
Okay.
So I had to get a new car. Anyway, my point is, we were pulling away, and the Subaru was so sexy and sassy and sporty. That's me, sporty. And we were pulling away, and I was looking at the back of I was looking at the back of the Nissan, and I welled up and cried.
Yeah.
I felt very attached to it. I felt like that car
yeah.
had helped me go from a girl to a woman.
I get very attached to all my
alright.
cars.
It's so odd, but you spend so much intimate time in it.
I know,
Like,
and I don't, and I keep
it
them
has
for
energy.
so long. Yes, it has
an energy. How many times did you, as a kid, in the first cars we had, drove around listening to music, feeling totally in love, feeling so mad, crying, singing, like all of that energy gets into whatever you're using. And the
Right.
car was no different. So I felt like I was saying goodbye to a part of myself, is what I'm saying.
You were.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have that attachment to any of those cars growing up, though, because I was never driving like my own car.
What about your own car when you got one later in life? And you had to let it go.
Oh yeah, no. Once they were my cars later in life,
Totally
for sure.
different. Yeah.
I ultimately left that Subaru for a Toyota RAV4 and felt just as bad trading up in that situation because the Subaru was kind of tired and the Toyota RAV4 was so sporty and sexy. I love that in a car. All my cars were lesbians. That's what it was. But yes, and now I don't have a car. First time in my life to not have a car since I had a license,
Yeah.
And when I left my car in Massachusetts and moved to New York City, I was like, oh, but how am I going to leave that car? And I was like, when it was gone, it was gone. Never even thought about it again.
Yeah.
My first car that was my car was the car I won on the challenge.
It was that blue one.
No, it was black.
It
The
did
blue
not
one came
have
later.
power windows.
It did not. It had crank
It
windows.
is? You're right. No, wait.
Crank
You're right.
windows.
No, I'm sure. I remember.
Yeah,
And I was like,
It had
wow.
crank
Oh, they went
windows.
real cheap on that car.
It was awesome. They don't make it
Was it?
anymore. I loved it. It was like a toy car. It's like not a real car. It's like it was a Saturn Ion 2, and it can't dent. Like the commercials were like, things running into it and grocery
can't
carts
dent
running
it?
into it. You could kick it and punch it, and it just was boop, like it popped right back out. We would test it. We would punch it and kick it, and it can't dent.
Wow.
I loved it.
Weird.
And the
And now-
steering wheel was
yeah.
this big fat. It was like a little pretend car. I loved it so much.
But tell everyone again, like how you got that car. You would just say it again because people are like, what do you mean you got a car?
I went on the only challenge I was ever on. So it was a real world
Explain
road
what the challenge
rules.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Real world road rules challenge. The first Battle of the Sexes in Jamaica in 2001, I believe. Maybe it was 2002.
Yeah.
All right, it's 2002. And I made it to the end. And this was the second to last mission. The mission was they took you up really high on this crane. And then
Nope.
you were on a rope. And
my
those little things that you, what are they called? That you rappel down, that you squeeze and it opens it up. So you go down. And then when you let go, it stops.
Okay.
So the
I know what you mean.
bottom, like 12 inches of the rope was red. And the goal was who could, starting from the top of the rope, the top of the crane, get down and land with the device thingy
Clamp,
in the red zone without falling off.
Okay.
which you would slide a little bit, right?
Well, what happens if you go beyond 12 inches? Is there?
You were on a harness, so you would fall
Oh,
off.
okay. You're not like gonna
but-
hit your butt on the ground. Okay.
No, you're really high.
Oh shit! This is awful. I can't.
We were like
imagine.
stories high, and so
Okay.
when you fell off, your
Stories
stomach
high.
would drop. Like you wouldn't feel, it would eventually
is
catch you,
terrifying.
like a bungee jumping, right?
Oh,
So I did okay on it, but it was Ruthie. And so if you win the challenge, so had the shortest amount of time and land in the red zone without going past it, you won something for the rest of for your whole team. There was only 4 girls left. We were all Asian, actually. Yeah, it's crazy. And Ruthie did it in like 2 seconds or something. She just somehow let go at the exact right time. So she just went all the way down and boom, landed right in the red zone. And they edited on the show that she went dead last. Right. She was like the third person to go, and we all fucking knew you might as well just go as far as you can, because like, there's no way otherwise you're going to beat her time. But we knew then, like everyone, the producers were like, what? Like nobody thought anyone could go that fast. And then, so we won a car.
That's amazing.
And
everybody
paid
got a
for
car.
everything. We just had to pick the color. All the 4 of us got a car.
You get a car. You get a car.
Yeah, it was crazy. We lost like every single mission, and yet we won a car. We won a car and a bike, and I will say that that's the best.
That's the best.
Yeah, that is amazing.
Yeah, and so like
mean-
they literally call you up. They're like, "What color do you want the outside? What color do you want the inside?"
Oh my God, amazing.
And they paid for they even paid for the taxes. They just didn't pay for like state tax or something, but they paid for everything else. So it was literally, I think it was like I showed up with $125. I walked in. I was like, "So I just drive away now?" And they were like, "Yep." I was like, "Bye."
Did you have to get like insurance? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, you have to do all that.
You have to do all that.
But
They
you
did all
have
that,
there's
though.
like there's a grace period. Yeah.
I can't
No, I mean,
believe
we
it.
did all that.
To like leave with a car, to have a car that you literally won. Like that's a
How old were you?
It's 22.
22, 23.
That's nuts.
That is.
Well, that was
so
the car that came to LA with me.
Yeah.
I have a story about you there that you told us about that I repeat to people. In fact, I just told the story recently about you that you did when
From
you
Jamaica?
went to Jamaica. Yeah. And I was like,
Okay.
oh my God, they were getting like such bad mosquito bites, cystic mosquito bites, awful. And I
Terrible.
said, and Lori didn't get one bite because she decided she was going to eat raw garlic cloves every day. My question is, how did you get a supply of them in Jamaica?
So it was Eric Neese that told us that
Eric
that's
Neese.
how he was not getting any mosquito bites. And
From the
there was a
original-
kitchen.
The original Real
original.
World.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And he had no mosquito bites, and he's like, I just eat this. And he just would like chew it or swallow it like a pill, but like a whole clove. And
oh my God.
probably from the kitchen, or they did grocery store runs. So maybe he
And no
bought-
one else was like, how are you not getting bitten? I'm getting in on this.
I don't know. There's a lot going on. I don't
But I
think
mean, like,
I-
it's a lot. It is a commitment. And the reason is you smell like garlic.
you
And
smell
I
like
remember
garlic.
you saying you weren't dating anyone and you weren't trying to date anyone. So you were like, I don't give a fuck how I smell.
That's not true.
Yeah.
I was with Kyle at the time.
Oh, no,
But he
you
wasn't
weren't
there.
with- but he wasn't
not
there.
there.
Like, there
Oh,
was
yeah,
no one
yeah,
there.
yeah.
You're not trying to be appealing to anyone. is
Oh,
what
I
I'm
think a
saying.
lot of us started doing the garlic thing, but I still do it to this day. Gordy and I do it all summer.
Wait, really? Wait, you do this now? Every
Now.
day you have a clove of garlic?
Not every day.
No. Only if we know that we're gonna be like doing it's at night. It's only if we're
Yeah, but
doing
how far
something,
ahead do you have to plan that for it to get into your system and work?
like
Don't
probably
you need-
probably about an hour. But
That's it?
Like same as your pot gummy.
when we went to Tall's party, we introduced it to some of her friends, and it was hilarious because then they were like, "Let's do it!" Like we were doing drugs, but we were like, "Yeah." And then we came back the next day, and they're like, "You guys want to do garlic? Let's go do garlic." And we all went to the kitchen, and they're like, "You ready? Are you ready?" And then some of us would try to swallow it, some of us would chew it. Oh my God! And it burns. But I'm
Oh,
telling you, we
But
tested
the
it.
mosquitoes don't want it.
Holy crap, mosquitoes were swarming. She's right on the water. And so I held my arm out, and we watched the mosquitoes just like fly around your arm, and we
You're
were like trying to
kidding.
get them to land on us, and they wouldn't. It was so we do it every time. It's just guaranteed for hours. And then about like hour 6 or 7, it starts to wear
Wait.
off.
You could have a clove 2 hours before you go to an event or go outside, whatever. You don't have to do it like 3 days ahead is what I'm saying. You do it right ahead.
It's gone
and
after
then
a few hours.
Right out of
and then
your
after
skin.
a few hours, you could just, why isn't everybody doing this? Because it's
It's
very
not like an
cheap.
Italian restaurant. It's coming out of everywhere. Yeah.
It's coming out of your face.
It's coming out of everywhere.
Well, here's my point, Lori, is
it's good for you too.
yeah, but how do you do it? Do you cut it up and put it in juice and just, you don't chew it, right? You don't have to macerate it. You can just take it right down, right?
So I actually read it's better if you like smash it a little bit and then eat it. So I do end up chewing it. But you can't like, it has to be fresh and raw. Like it can't be the one that like a minced garlic that's been sitting in a jar. Yeah.
What I'm saying is fresh garlic, you could lay it between two pats of butter. You could put it between, but you can eat it on something.
Couldn't you have it on a piece of bread?
You don't want to prolong it. You just want to get it in.
Yeah, but bread at least would wrap it up.
Yes. Oh, yeah. One of the earlier times that we tried it, we were about to do a river float. And we went first thing in the morning. So that's the other thing. Yes, you're right. You should have bread. You should make sure you have food in your stomach a little bit before. So we didn't do that. I learned that lesson the hard way. We went to the grocery store, got up in the morning knowing that we had the river float, and we got the garlic, and I just took a whole
right
clove
down with
on the empty stomach. The pain, excruciating. I was near crying. And I was like, oh my God, it was like burning a hole, like an ulcer into my stomach. And I don't know if you remember this place, Kim, where we went for that float, and it had a fresh donut stand.
Oh, that would have felt good. Fresh
like
donut.
Real big dense things. And it was a huge line. I was in line doubled over, fully like fully bent over in line. Got there. They had these coconut donuts that were thick, huge. They looked like cakes.
Yum.
I got 2 of them, and I like ran outside and like was like harshly shoving them into my mouth and swallowing them. And then I had to go to the bathroom like right away.
I bet.
It was so garlicky. It was like
in those cases, that's when you take a little my friend Pepto.
Yeah, that was, I didn't know. That was a lesson learned.
Raw. Don't take it on your empty stomach. Eat something.
Never do. But it works. Oh, I will never not do that. Except you have to be careful. You have to make sure it's a plain garlic. Apparently there are kinds of garlic. And
you mean like
one.
Cool Ranch?
Yeah, Cool Ranch, nacho garlic. There was one, I'll look it up the name of it. We got it at the store. Gordy did it first. It makes it sound like it's
so dumb.
But whatever this one kind of garlic is, it's not the same. He started and he was like, oh my God. He started freaking out. This was the next level where I put it in my mouth and I had to spit it out, and he was like running around free. It was like a acid.
Running around.
So just make sure it's plain garlic, just regular.
I literally don't know what not regular garlic looks like.
Yeah. I only thought there was one.
It was like it was like purple.
Oh, that's a shallot.
It wasn't a shallot. I know what you're saying.
I'm trying to picture another color garlic. I will only stick with the white garlic. And this is a great tip, great hack for the summer. Speaking of summer, I have an entry from the summer.
Okay.
June 1990. I am a junior in high school, but it's the summer. So I think it might be the summer before my senior year. I am spending a lot of time with my friend. I'm going to call her Heather. Heather was a dancer. I used to dance with her, and I looked up to her. She was a year older than me, and I just really liked her. I wanted to spend time with her. I loved hanging out with her and sleeping over, and she was just like my bestie for a minute. I'll tell you the setup. She and I went to a dance and met 2 guys who were friends. She was kind of flirting with this other guy who I'll call Roberto. So Heather and Roberto are like flirting. And there was another guy who was a friend who was also, I was like, oh, he's really, handsome. And we'll call him Mike. And Mike was handsome. And I was like, oh, wow, this never works out like this, like, oh, look at us flirting and calling and leaving messages on the answering machine, like doing the flirty thing. And so now we're starting to like hang out with these guys a little bit. Now, Heather had a boyfriend for 3 years. He was a little older than her. And, she saw him often, but he was kind of like in school. He was sort of in another life.
He
so
was away at school.
She definitely kind of,
dabbled elsewhere.
she definitely just having some fun. Anyway, so we're getting ready to go hang out with them and we're going to play tennis, the four of us. And we haven't heard from them because, obviously, if someone doesn't call you, there's no way of knowing. 3 hours we're waiting at the guy who's paired with me, Mike, and whatever. It never works out that the four of us get together that day. Heather was really pissed, like really angry at him that he ruined this day, like kind of like uncharacteristically angry. And I wrote in my journal, the whole deal barely held a spot in my mind. Aside from wanting to play tennis for fun, I couldn't care less if either of them called. Seriously, why does Heather even call Mike? She's calling Mike to get to Roberto, right? Like, Mike's my guy, whatever. It's not like I'm a reason. She's calling Mike to get to the guy. She doesn't care about me and this guy. She knows how I feel, right? They were both pissed about Roberto's failure to call. I, on the other hand, immediately dismissed it as irresponsible and left it. They gave up at around 3 p.m. Meanwhile, I'd given up at 11:30 a.m. I guess if I'd been dying to hear from him and stuff, it would have irritated me, but I am totally indifferent to the situation. Now, I don't want to hang out with this guy. I remember being like, I don't love this. The best part of the day really was hanging out just with Heather and me in her room, lip syncing Michael Jackson's Thriller album, The Girl Is Mine. Now, Michael, let's not fight about this, okay? But Paul, I think I told you, I'm a lover, not a fighter. Oh, I've heard it all before, Michael. She told me I was her forever lover. Don't you remember? Yeah, but she said after loving me, she could never love another. She said that? Yes, she said it. You keep dreaming. I don't believe.
You wrote all that down?
The girl is mine. It was all written
down.
The girl is mine. The girl is. I wrote it all out. We laughed so hard. She's really a lot of fun. She said we should have done it for the talent show. I agree. And I was just about to propose that. And then it struck me that there'd never be another Oaknall talent show for her. And I felt immediate regret because she's graduated now. So I'm about to lose her. And so I hate wasting time with dipshit boys. Okay, so then around dinner time, Heather suggests we go out to eat. She calls Mike. Give it up already. We went through another period of frustration at Roberto, who couldn't come. It's just a pain in the ass to me. The mere fact that it bugs me. Heather should not waste her time being mad, I think. If she's going to cheat on her boyfriend, why not go for a bunch of people so we're not left waiting on one? I'm real poly. I'm very poly at the time. I want to like someone so bad, not just hang on and be liked, bitchy though it sounds. I have so much to give and no one really to give it to. A bunch of people I know have been in love at least once or have experienced something like it. He, in quotes, has got to be out there somewhere. I'm beginning to feel that boy-girl relationships are a constant struggle, where I fear the other will feel a way toward me that I just cannot return.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
I spend the time with him, thinking about exactly what I can't stand about him, hoping he won't come close to me or touch me. I also fear that I get embarrassed for him because I feel bad for him, or just wish I could spend less time with him and never alone. This is not right.
Okay, wait. How old are you?
Junior in high school.
Okay. So for the audience.
Yeah.
Terri held on to that mindset till like about a year ago.
2 years ago. Almost 2.
Wow.
Yeah. But it was perfectly expressed at that ripe age. And
16-year-old.
But to be that in touch with it, and it's still carried out for decades until you were 50.
The funny thing is to put he in quotes.
Just any he. It doesn't matter who it is. It
didn't matter who it was. I was like, God, can you really like someone? And it wasn't like, I'll never find someone.
He.
No one will ever love me. No one will ever love me. It was like, what if he has feelings and I can't return them? That is so clear.
Because
did you have a crush on Heather? And by the way, she totally looked like a Heather.
She did, even though that's not her name. I think I did, but back then, some women are gay as the day is long. They know from age 7 that they are sexually attracted. They'll know, like, oh, I want that person. I did not have those feelings. I was in an all-girls school. You were always partnered, and one was your best friend. There's a lot of that kind of heteronormative like pairing going on, right? Or it's the gayest thing ever. But with her, I admired her. She was a better dancer. And I used to think she was kind of cool and remote. And then when I became her good friend, that alone, even if you're straight, is a friend romance. But I wasn't thinking like sexually about her, but I know that I was like, I would stay over and sleep in her bed with her. And I respect she's an upperclassman, so I wasn't trying to sleep with the girl. Like I hadn't slept with anybody.
Yeah.
But I remember the smell of her sheets right now. Like I remember the smell of them and being like, oh, I love this. I love staying over and being with her and being in her attention. I did not want to split that attention with a couple
you liked the intimacy of just that friendship.
Yeah.
And that was enough because you were a little less mature, maybe. Maybe you weren't thinking sexually about anybody really. And so what you wanted was that closeness. And she was the one you wanted the closeness with, you know?
Yeah. And that's it. We had a romance. We had a friendship romance. We'd leave each other notes. Like a romance, friendship romance, not sexual. I mean, like, you're my new friend. You don't know what I mean?
Laughing at the accent.
The way you said it.
I was like, you understand what a friendship romance is?
A bromance.
But I remember like stopping by the senior locker room earlier that year, and she was in there, and I'd be like, "Oh, hey," and I'd be like, "Is she in there? Is she in there?" And I was really excited to see her.
You wanted her attention. She made you feel special.
She really did, because she wasn't life of the party. She was very quiet, and so when she wanted to hang out with me, and there was a lot of hugging. She would hug me. Like, it was just really intimate. And the girl, I'm sure, is straight. By all appearances, she's straight. I don't know. But she had very short hair.
She could have passed for gay.
She could have passed for gay. She was very feminine, though, except no one else had hair like that. And I never understood it. It was a very bold move. And she wasn't a bold personality.
Right.
But the short hair, the pretty face,
when was Ghost?
Together.
When did
Demi Moore? She looked like Demi Moore. She looked like Demi Moore. Yeah, that was it. She looked like that. She looked a lot like that.
Did Demi Moore look like that? Or is it Demi? Isn't it Demi?
I don't know. That's what she looked like. But it was, I'm telling you, no one else had hair like that. There were a few people with short hair, but they were sort of butchy.
Right.
But she was one of the popular, like in the cool crowd. And here's a weird thing too. I'm going to say this. She kind of baby talked me.
Okay. Well, that's different.
There was she had like how would she be like, oh, because and she would like bat her eyes at me and be like, oh, but I really wanted to hang out. There was a flirty way to her. She wasn't trying to be with me either. I don't know if anyone's going to believe me on this, but if it did not feel sexual, it felt.
I'm not saying that I don't believe you. I just definitely never baby talked or had any girl baby talk me. That's just my experience.
Like,
you were just
she drove a
you were very drawn. Yeah, you were very just drawn to each other in kind of a unique way.
And my other friends didn't like her. They didn't like her. Like, they were like, oh, why are you hanging out with? I remember, because I'm thinking of a couple of my close friends. I don't want to out any of them, but they would be like, why? Like, she's such a snob or something. And so she didn't mix well. So if I was with Heather, I was on my own with Heather. Like, we wouldn't share. Yeah. So then when I would go hang out with her and her boyfriend at their beach house, I hated it, because I was in a room with one of her friends, hooking up with one of her friends. And she'd be like, oh, you should go out with that guy. I'd be like, all right. And I'd be in the room hooking up with him and be like, it's not what I want to be doing. I just want to be with you.
Yeah.
And then when she went away to college, she had such a hard time adjusting, a really hard time. And she called me every night. And she would be calling me crying. And I was like, oh my God, honey, this is really hard. And I thought, my God, is this what it's like? And then when she finally got her bearing in school, I really never talked to her again. And there was no falling out. I'll never know what happened. But I'm sure on some level I was in love with her,
Yes.
Wow. Don't you think?
Yeah, you guys took me to my first concert, to Paul Abdul.
No, it was Lori's first.
That was my first concert.
Tim, you'd been to concerts. We were like, let's surprise Lori.
That was my surprise first concert. You really don't remember that? With Color Me Bad opening?
Yeah, I remember it. I hadn't been to other concerts either.
But it was a surprise to me.
It was very specific to Lori.
If I was surprised too.
You were in on it.
You were in on it. It was a birthday present or something.
Okay, hang on. Heather had little sisters and I have little sisters. And so Heather, as the married couple we were, decided to take our kids to a concert. And so that's what we did.
Did we go with them?
No, we went with her family, and we lied to you and said we were going to go to this mall, but it takes about an hour to get there. And you're like, all right. And we all were in on it. We thought we were going to a mall because that's what you do in New Jersey. You'll drive hours. And then we pull in to the Garden State Arts Center. We go outside. We get out of the car. Like, wait, where are we? We're like, we're going to the Paul Abdul concert. And you were like, like it was really fun. I remember dancing the whole time. Do you remember?
Yeah. There is somewhere a journal entry that says that you guys did that.
Oh my God.
Do you know roughly when it was? Because I could find it.
It was definitely in like June. Oh.
So you were going into 6th grade, Lori.
That sounds about right. That's when I was wearing the Paul Abdul hats. So I was obsessed with Forever Your Girl. Well, I was obsessed with all of them. Opposites Attract. But Forever Your Girl video, I wanted to be one of those kids so bad. And now that I watch it, it's weird because they're sexualized.
Oh. Yeah.
You know? They have all like those little girls, like I'm talking like 7-year-old girls imitating the women from like the Robert Palmer, what is that guy?
Oh,
videos.
That's not okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then there's a shot of a guy at a bar, but he's like, 14. And then like a sexy girl who's probably also 14 walking slowly towards him, coming into the bar, but they're little kids.
Yeah, that's not great.
At the time, I was like, I want to be one of those.
Yeah. Nope.
You're like,
nope.
hey, baby.
Get to
remember.
And forever. I don't believe it. Mine. I love that so much. When I read it, I was like, why am I writing out the lyrics? Wait, let me just tell you the end of this. So we're not hanging out. She's pissed. I'm leaving. And this guy, Mike, is like standing there with his keys. And I go, what are you doing? And he goes, I'm going to drive you home. Because I guess I didn't have a way of getting home. And I go, well, I'm not going home. It says, I'm going to the Livingston Mall to meet my dad, which is just weird. I don't know why I would have done that. And he goes, oh, that's okay. And I'll drop you there. So then he drops me there. I didn't remember this. I'm just reading it now. And instead of dropping me off at the entrance, he pulls into a parking spot and stops and gets out of the car. And I'm expecting him to just swing by the entrance. I hop out and realize he's taking the keys out of the ignition. What are you doing? Coming in? I asked oddly, not caring how rude I sounded. Yeah, do you mind? He answered with his own question. Oh, no, I lied. I'm sorry, but I was just psyched to walk around by myself. Maybe I would have gotten something done. Maybe. I walked at my pace, either expecting him to catch up or leave. I was so pissed inside. It's not like it was his fault. I hate the way I am around him. It's me, but it's sometimes sharp, cold, and insensitive. I'm not really like that. I want so badly to be with a guy who brings on my warmth and softness. Yes, I do have it. Yes, I do have it. It's inside somewhere. My friends know it. Heather knows. Liz knows. So-and-so and so-and-so know. All my girlfriends. They are often the ones who know too well. I was
mad. I want a guy who's like a woman. You were mad at him representing men. You're like, I want a guy who's not a guy. I just want to curl in bed with Heather.
I just want to curl in bed.
Smell her sheets.
Smell her sheets. Lay in bed with my lover. He was a perfectly nice guy. And I was like, fuck you. I was so mad at him. And he'd done nothing wrong. So then I'd hate myself. And it was just a bad cycle.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Mm-hmm. Yikes is right. I haven't read this journal at all. Like I was like, I'm too old. Then I was like, I was in high school. It's not too old. So I went back and read it. I was like, oh boy.
Real quick. When did you... So I asked him how long she kept journaling, and she said she stopped at college. I still journal. I've never stopped. Okay.
I have years in there I didn't, but
I bet you could pull one from 10 years ago and the entry's like exactly
exactly what?
The same as that.
Oh, the kinds of things I say.
Yeah.
But your point. Yes, your point about you just don't want to be with this guy and like
I'm gonna go digging. I'll go dig. I mean, listen, it wasn't that long ago. It was less than 10 years ago that I was in love with one person, and that person was like, "Oh no, but you're straight," and she was gay and very gay, and I was like, "Oh, I guess I'm not real. I'm not a real one." So I was like, "Forget it."
Not a real gay.
Not a real dyke. When can I be? When am I going to become a real dyke?
Well, I just want to wrap this up. Paula Abdul and Color Me Bad played at the Garden State Arts Center August 7th of 1992. And I found the journal entry of August 8th of 1992 where I said, I got my surprise yesterday. Terry and Kim said they were taking me to the mall. We are driving and Terry makes a wrong turn. I say, good going. We're at the Garden State Arts Center.
Nice driving.
Then I say, oh, look, Paula Abdul is going to be having a concert soon. Terry says, oh, look, I happen to have some tickets right here.
Oh, I'm so sweet.
That's so
And
cute.
I said, holy shit, because I was cursing, at all ages. It was weird to have Paula in the same room as me. It's a big open stadium. It was really fun. And that was it. That's all I said.
Oh, that's really cute, though.
Yeah.
Good going.
Good
going.
But I think it's really cute how the cutest part of that is how you write out your own dialogue. And you didn't say, oh, and I thought maybe there was a concert. You said, oh, look, Paula Abdul's playing. She's having a concert here soon. It's like you were writing a screenplay, like a bad screenplay.
Yeah.
Do you think you would have been like, holy fuck, we got tickets? Because I thought she was just performing in this venue for a few days. Like, that's
right.
Dude, but Color Me Bad was a real icing on the cake for that.
I
though.
mean,
remember
that song is the best. All for Love. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not even the one I was thinking of.
Why, what do you think?
They opened the show a cappella. Dream on, dream away.
That's right.
I think I'm gonna have to stay forever. I adore me more. Yeah. That song's so good.
But there's another one that was really famous. It was like, ooh, dun, 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 sex you up. That was so. I remember being like, "This is really dirty, though."
That song's so good. Well, that's first of all, Andrew Renshaw sang that song in college. Yeah. So the lyrics, do you remember them? Let me take off all your clothes. Disconnect the phone so nobody knows. Yeah.
Disconnect the phone.
Make love until we drown.
Wow. Girl. I love the TikTok background thing.
Oh, yeah, because that came back, didn't it? Didn't it get sampled somewhere later?
I'm sure it
TikTok, you don't stop.
You don't stop.
Yeah.
To the heart,
so fun.
TikTok, you don't
I
stop.
love dancing to that stuff. Like those songs just feel like when you listen to them now, and I think everyone should go off.
Good.
If you're listening on Spotify, go listen to it right now. Actually, just wait till we're done, and then you can go. But they feel like sunlight inside of you. It's amazing that music can do that. It feels so warm and like cozy. A lot of those songs,
Can you imagine though, like how old are what am I, 7th grade or something like that, right? Mom comes in and we're like all listening to I Want to Sex You Up.
Well, look at George Michael. I want your sex. Like it's so good.
I know it's good. So fucking good. God, that song's so good. All right, sorry.
When we come back, unrelated, and we're back. I love
you don't have to do that,
but I like doing it.
Do that.
And we're back. I like doing it.
All right,
it's fun.
And now it is time.
I feel like a real host.
We know you've heard Generation Artax, but are you subscribed? Hit the follow button wherever you listen to podcasts. That's one less thing to worry about and one more thing to look forward to. We'd love to keep this show going, and you can help. Please rate and review. Thanks.
La, 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 la.
It is time for a segment we call Unrelated, where I will ask a question to my sisters that has nothing to do with anything else we have spoken about.
Nothing else.
Right. It is unrelated. Okay.
It's unrelated.
Here's the question. It's another would you rather.
Okay.
It's just such a good one. Would you rather always have to sing instead of speaking or dance everywhere you go? Your whole life, when you're angry, when you're in a fight with someone, you have to be like, how dare you?
What if you were like,
I don't have to sing like that, but yeah.
You took my sister's car.
That was what I was just about to sing. That is wild. I was trying to think of a song I could
You
do it to.
betrayed me. Like
Get
Life is a
out of
Musical?
my dreams. Get into my sister's car.
Beep, beep. Yeah.
Yeah. But wait a minute. But really think about, picture yourself in all serious times, like having to sing instead of speak.
I would really
Or
don't
when you're
wanna sing ever.
genuinely sad.
Nope.
What?
Nope. I would never.
All right, so
wanna
you're
sing.
genuinely sad and you're pirouetting into the room. You don't think that's weirder?
I know. I don't know which is worse.
I think
I
you could
think
do a
that's worse.
sad. You could do a sad ballad when you're sad.
Yeah.
Lori, you're the singer. You're going to sing.
Yeah.
Am I
You
wrong?
could
Is
do
that
an
obvious? Is that obvious to you?
You
Lori?
could do an interpretive dance
That's
when
exactly.
you're sad.
I was going to say that too. What the fuck? Get out my mind.
Get out of my dreams.
Get out of my head and into my Nissan. Thank you. Oh, I can't because Allie stole the car and risked everyone's
I
life.
just feel like, I mean, speaking can just be melodic, so it would be
No, you have to
different if
sing.
you'd
Can I have a latte?
But I mean, like, if I was mad, you could be like, I'm so mad. It's like not that weird. But
No,
like,
but it would come. Please do that. Whenever you're mad, I think that's
I
your
am.
rule. If you're mad at me, you have to sing it.
but
Because
like,
every musical has every emotion. So it's like you've seen it. You've seen
You would
all
just
the
have to
emotions
do
played
it,
out.
and I would never want to sing. So
I would almost, to make it more awkward, you would have to maybe pick a song and say forever you have to sing to that melody no
that would
matter
be
what
worse.
the circumstances, because
So
that would
Lori's
be
at a
that's
restaurant.
extreme.
Lori's at a
Well, yeah, I know.
restaurant, and she's at Pizza Hut, and she's like, "Where is my food? Where is my food?"
But I can imagine
Okay.
being like, I'll have a Sprite
Okay.
and a salad. That sounds delicious. Thank you so much.
I'll be like, "Can I have a latte? Can I have a latte, please?" Imagine you just see me leave my apartment. You leave my apartment. I go outside. I'm walking down the street to just drop off a UPS, and I'm like kicking my heels up.
Well,
Right,
here's
like-
the thing. Okay, Lori, you would obviously sing everything the rest of your entire life. Terri,
Yeah.
you would dance, but think about a serious moment when someone breaks up with you and you have
First of all,
you have to dance out of the
excuse me,
room.
that doesn't happen. I'm gonna call it off, and I go, "Ah, suckers." I know how to make an exit. Let's say that.
You like walk out doing the lawnmower?
What if I literally do what I say I'll do, and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking moonwalk out of here?
Well, what's your answer?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I know what
You have
it
to
is.
pick one.
I
This is
think
the point of
that
the game. You have to pick one.
You have
Well,
to.
here's
you would
classic
dance.
middle
You know why?
child.
What?
I'm a mix of the two. What?
That's not fair. No, because you would dance because you've had the experience and you loved the Hoop Did You review. It's like a real
didn't
high point
dance.
for you.
I didn't. Oh, I did dance in that. I did
You
the can.
did. You were
I
in a
did.
fucking kick
did.
line, weren't you?
Yeah,
was
but
my
that's
own- it was
that's
just
a
me.
celebratory Disney event. How is she dancing into a wake?
Yes.
But I
I
would
could
sing.
dance.
Could very easily sing
Hmm.
at a wake.
A
Hey,
heart full of love.
I mean, is it that if you had to sing songs that already exist as opposed to just like singing your words, that would be
Right,
also
right.
Then I'm not singing anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
I'm
not
just
a good. You're a good singer, Lori. Terry's a good dancer. I'm not good particularly at either. So this is why it's a major struggle for me. I don't
You
know
had
what
an
I would
entire
do.
episode where you couldn't stop singing. So
Yeah, I think that maybe you would
it's not
sing.
that hard.
I mean, I love musicals, but they dance in musicals.
But you also
But yeah.
always danced at the dances, right? You were always dancing. You were never
Yeah.
not dancing, right?
right?
I think you would. Here's the problem with you dancing. You would run out of ideas.
So
Well, because I've never been formally trained.
No, but I mean, you would just be like, I don't think we're getting our bang for our buck. I think maybe you sing. I
okay,
changed my mind.
see,
I'll sing.
yeah, I feel like we need more qualifiers. Like it would be like, okay, you
Yeah.
have to sing everything for the rest of your life, but like with vibrato. Like you have to
Oh my God.
imagine. Like,
Okay,
that would make it more complicated.
yeah, I'm not good at that, but I. Well, Lori, explain to us singing how it would be difficult.
How it would be
I
difficult.
have a better. I
don't
have a
think it would be
more
difficult.
specific. What if you had to? What if you didn't have to sing what you wanted to say? Okay, you can talk normally,
Okay.
But when you're
New York singing.
but in between people speaking, you have to like scat. You'd be like,
Oh, that would be rough.
But like, probably
I don't know how to scat.
Like if you ask someone something now, until you move or change rooms or talk to someone else, you have to keep scatting.
But while they're talking, like they're trying to tell you something, and you're like, beep up.
No. No, you would have to. How about if you have to scat? Like if you're like after you say the thing, you have to end it with a little scat.
Oh, after every statement.
I think Terry's gummy is finally kicking in.
Oh, we knew it. We knew it was going to happen. That's exactly right. Can you imagine? Oh, that's such a good idea. I'm trying to think.
What is? Go scatting after you talk?
No, it's just at the end of a work call. I'll be like, all right, thanks everybody for attending.
I think everyone should scat a little at the end. So
I can't scat.
If you just did it, that's it.
Like.
If you're like you, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Wow.
Okay. Or if you choose dance, then after everything you ever say, you have to do like a twirl.
Just a one move.
And
but you can't acknowledge it. You can't excuse
it.
Oh my.
You can't like excuse it. You have to do it.
Right. You can't say I can't stop dancing. Like it's just part of who you are.
Please scat at the end of everything. That would be like a funny stunt. Would it? I think that would be such a funny thing. You're like waiting at the Hertz rental. You're like, yeah, I reserved a car for Lori Regan. Maybe about. Do you want me to do babu? Are you gonna pass these yours? Yelp it.
Wow. Oh my.
This is what happened last time with my friends. I laughed so hard I peed myself.
See, you gotta wait an hour. Didn't I say
an hour? This is not functional.
An hour.
I wanted to be like this earlier.
Well, you should
now
planned it.
Now I have this evening. I'm supposed to get work done. It's gonna laugh at myself like a fool.
Oh, I can't get work done when I'm like that. I can't keep track of a thought. I lose it.
Shit.
So I can't.
I need to get shit done. This is why I have AI. I'm gonna say, Claude, I'm a little high. I'm a little high right now. Can you?
I tried smoking once when I was painting over. Those slat walls in the other room they're already white. They're already primed. I was trying to paint over it, and I must have smoked or something. And then I just kept forgetting where I was.
Oh my God, where you were?
Not where I was in the world, where I was in the painting. I couldn't figure out which I already painted. Which I didn't.
Where I was.
Where am I painting? Where is this place?
No, what is this place? Oh my gosh. I'm going to laugh so
meat suit?
hard. What is this meat suit? What am I doing here? Like I almost fell off the edge of the earth. I was like, okay, wait, just pretend everything's fine for the next whatever.
How did I get here?
God. Do you have more would you rather?
Okay. Would you rather have to wear like a crazy outfit that was like, come on, like you look silly, like a showy clown or a Vegas dancer or something crazy. And you can wear that, but it always looks nice on you. Okay. You don't look bad. It's just kind of silly, right? So you could do that, or you have to wear a mask over your whole face.
The weird clothes, obviously.
The clothes, no question.
Oh, I don't know.
That's easy.
I thought you would say mask because, like, who cares?
What? I can't wear a mask forever. What? My kids are never going to see my face again. My coworkers are going to see a mask. That's not weird.
You made your choice.
I'm mostly on Zoom calls. Like, I can't be wearing a mask the whole time.
All right, what's your other one?
Would you rather have a rewind button or a pause button in your life?
Oh, that's a good one.
Give me the qualifier.
But it's like, what does it mean? Does a rewind button, you can just rewind forever and then your whole life changes like in Time Traveler's Wife?
The qualifiers I would say is, would you rather be able to rewind your life by 5 hours tops, maybe a whole day or whatever, like a set amount of time, or would you rather be able to pause indefinitely when you need to? But when you pause, you can't talk to anyone because they're not paused.
But if you pause, can you rearrange things in the room, or
you're not just going? Who would pause it just to sit there like frozen?
Well, if you had to like go to the bathroom,
you would use your pause.
You can do whatever you want.
No, you could use it to sleep.
Why do you need it to
sleep?
I would usually use it to get out of a room.
I would rather use it to sleep so that my awake
Look
time
like you want to sleep.
Doesn't count.
Yeah, it doesn't count. This is like Evie from Out of This World. No, yeah, Out of This World.
I
That
don't know
was
what
a
you're talking
TV
about.
show. There's a character named Evie. She could freeze time. But if she
Yep.
touched you, you would unfreeze too.
Ooh, okay, I love
Right.
that.
So then if you could have someone else in your frozen world and
Yeah,
then
right.
you're just unfrozen,
I
then
love
that's
that.
different. That's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I mean, you saw the movie About Time, correct?
No,
No, Terry still hasn't. We
I
already
don't even know
talked
what
about
that
this.
is. I don't know what that is.
I told you
Not
it's Rachel
acceptable.
McAdams and
Not acceptable.
Oh, About Time, not The Time Traveler's Wife, because I didn't see either
No.
of those.
but Rachel McAdams is in both of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, what's that guy? How do you pronounce that guy's name? Dom Hall.
Dom
Uh,
Perignon. Dom Perignon.
Yeah,
No.
Dom Perignon.
He just spoke at her Hollywood star
Did he?
thing.
Domhnall
Mhm.
Gleeson.
He's so great. Yeah.
Ugh.
God, he's so good.
It's a crime that you haven't seen that.
He's so good.
These are old movies, right?
not that old, no.
Oh,
2013? I
that's
saw it
old.
in the theater.
It's a little long in the tooth right there.
No,
No.
it's timeless. It is
Timeless.
no.
Sounds like it.
It actually is timeless. I really there's nothing about it that like really
Oh, I
anchors
see what
it.
you're saying. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It's so good.
Oh my God, so good.
Okay.
Okay.
I think we did
Well,
it. Wait.
we didn't answer what we'd want, but I would say rewind. If I could rewind 5 hours and
I said
redo,
rewind.
I would.
Yeah, for sure.
I honestly don't know. Like
Why?
because I often want to pause so I can I wish everything would just hold on a second so I could just sit and catch up.
But you
I
can
don't wanna go
rewind as
back.
often as you want. It's almost the same as a pause.
Yeah, it does.
If
function
you
the same.
rewind, are you able to make new choices?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Well, then, yeah, that changes things. That would probably solve and save a lot of relationships and lives. I think if we had to wish one on humanity, it would be to rewind a little bit, although they
5
could use it for
hours?
ill as well.
Yes, there is a really good Blake Crouch book about that.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote Dark Matter.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like I know that name. Sometimes I like a pause. I don't like
Okay.
to go backwards. I don't know. Going backwards stresses me out. As you
you've
know
said
from the
that
other
many
time you
times.
asked, and I said, I want to see what the future looks like. I
Okay,
want to
fine.
go back and do it all over. That's what you want to do. You want to live in your
What song is
sixth
that?
grade. Eddie
Skibbity doo
Money.
ba. You don't
Are you
know that
making one
song?
up?
Eddie
What?
Money.
You want
I
to
wanna
go back,
go back,
and do
do it all over.
Can't go
Can't
back
go
no
back
more.
no more.
I want
Who?
to go
Eddie
back.
Money.
Eddie Money.
No.
That's Kim. Kim wants to live in sixth grade. She'd be like, "Can you rewind to sixth grade? Because that was like the best year of my life.
Any money? Is it called I Want to Go Back? Oh shit.
I want to go back." Wait, hang on, Dan.
Oh,
Oh, the sax.
Ah, so good. So 80s.
I don't know that.
You don't know it? Like it doesn't even strike a chord?
It doesn't.
Wow.
even
That's
ring a bell.
crazy.
That is crazy.
Oh,
Eddie Money? Yeah.
the song I know the most. Take me home tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
That's
course.
because it was a girl in it. Be my little baby. Why is her name not even on it?
Why do you remember it? Because there's a girl in it.
Because
Oh,
I
'cause you-
wanted,
Is
I
you Heart
wanted
Girls?
to do that part. I liked singing along with that part. Her name's not even on it.
If you are listening to this, it's worth checking out the YouTube channel and following us there. If you're not following us here, we ask that you do. It's one less thing to remember, one more thing to look forward to. Thank you.
Or Spotify.
Or
Video on
Spotify. You
Spotify.
can do that on Spotify too. Thank you for listening. And yeah, I think we're good. We're
That's
good. I
enough.
think that's enough.
That's enough.
That's enough.
This episode of Generation Artax was produced by us, edited by us, and hosted by us. Our theme music is by Danielle Musto. Art and design by Ryan Andrews of ryanmade.com. Please follow, rate, and review to help save more Gen Xers from the swamps of sadness. Follow us on Instagram at Generation Artax, that's ARTAX, and visit us at generationartax.com.